Bayreuth face off against Neptunas Klaipeda. Lithuanian team travelling on the road then here to Germany. They come in off the back of a disappointing loss last week. Neptunas Klaipeda went down by the single point. Medi Bayreuth though come in having performed well in their last couple of games, including a victory last week over Petrol Olympia. There are the games, two taking place today, two tomorrow night in Group D. There's our game there at the top, the first one to get underway. We're in Group D, where we have one of just two unbeaten teams left in the regular season. The 32 teams whittling their way down, and it is Virtus Bologna alongside Tenerife from Group B, one of the only two teams still to taste defeat. They sit at the top of the standings in Group D, as we see our two teams, Neptunas in 4th position and Medi Bayreuth in 6th, although a victory for the German team would see them jump up an identical record to Neptunas Klaipeda, and really would show how close every group so far is in the Basketball Champions League. I mentioned it is the halfway stage of the regular season. There will be a 2-week break after game day 7, after tonight, to allow for the international break. Teams trying to participate in the World Cup will be in the second window of qualification, as we see Neptunas Klaipeda. A varied lineup for them. Guys to keep an eye out for on the Neptunas team include the number 25, Carl Weaver. He averages 11.5 points per game. And then also Thomas Delininkaitis, the number 9, the Lithuanian sharpshooter, shooting nearly 56% for 3 on the season so far. And now the German team, turn our attentions to them. They've been led by a host of American players. In the scoring column, there is their team for Coach Corner. It is David Stockton, Hassan Martin, and Damon Brooks that lead the way scoring-wise for their team in the opening 7 games of this contest. So teams go to the bench. We mentioned teams coming in with different fortunes, really. Neptunas have had an up and down season. It's been win one, lose one for a lot of it for them, as they lost opening night to Bologna, turned around with a very impressive victory over Besiktas, lost on the road in Belgium to Ostend, won at home against Strasbourg, and then 2 weeks ago got the victory on the road against Petrol Olympia before falling on the at home against Prometheus. The Greek team, one of the surprises of Group D so far. It was an 83-82 victory. Neptunas will be frustrated. They had the lead in a 4th quarter, which looked like it was going to go their way, but they just couldn't quite get it done. They were outdone late on. That was disappointing for them after having the lead at the half. Just couldn't quite take it through to an impressive victory. They were led last week by Jerai Grant, the number 45. There he comes out at the end of his team. He had 18 points, 16 rebounds for his team. There he is, Jerai Grant, an impressive performance in the loss, plus 31 in the efficiency for him. We didn't mention him in the pre-game, despite the strong season that he has had for his team so far here. Now we look towards the German team. Medi Bayreuth started off disappointingly for a team which has some experience in the Basketball Champions League. They lost their opening 4 games. They did face off against some of the better teams, with Bologna, Besiktas, and Prometheus all facing off against the German team. But last couple of weeks, we've seen them regain some of that form we expected of them before the season started. It was a 87-71 victory here at home against Ostend that really kick-started their season. And then last week they went on the road to Slovenia, got that 76-67 win over Petro Olympia. So last week in that victory, they were led by Damon Brooks, 13 points, 5 rebounds for Brooks. An impressive all-round performance. He was one of 3 guys into double figures. Gregor Horvat had 12, and then also Adonis Thomas also had 12 points and 4 rebounds. So there is Adonis Thomas, 12 points, just 5 of 14 shooting for him last week. He has been one of the key guys for medi Bayreuth. He said he comes in, averages just shy of 10 a game, 9 points. Good crowd expected here in Bayreuth. Teams go through the final stages of their warm-ups. Neptunas, the 3rd place finisher in Lithuania last year, got an automatic qualification into the regular season for medi Bayreuth. They finished 6th in Germany. They had to come through qualification, which they did successfully, defeating Polski Toran, the Polish team, as we see our officials from Greece and Montenegro here tonight. And it's 3 experienced officials for 2 experienced teams. It is Group D in the Basketball Champions League. 2 teams trying to be one of the top 4 qualifiers. Starting lineup for Neptunas, it is Williams, Giselis, Olivicius, Gordicus and Weaver, the 5 that make up Neptunas. Is a varied team for Neptunas. They've got a couple of youngsters, 2 under-20 internationals for their team. There's Coach Kazis Maksvitus, the man in charge of the Lithuanian team. They've started pretty well domestically as well, 9-2 in the Lithuanian top division. For Bayreuth, their 5 will be Thomas, Robertson, Stockton, Martin and Brooks. A team which has gone through some frustrations, I think, but especially here in the Basketball Champions League. We said that rough start. They've been climbing the table in the German Bundesliga as well. 4 wins, 3 losses now for them, as they sit in 7th position. They come into this one with a big victory this past weekend. 113 points they put up, as they won 113-85 over Bremerhaven. A really impressive performance. Stockton, the point guard, 24 points. Hassan Martin in the starting lineup has won 19, but it was the guys off the bench. Sifa had 16, Dore had 12, and Horvat had 11. As an impressive win and an impressive offensive performance from the German team. For Neptunas, they come into this one having lost on the at home to Ritas. Ritas caught them in the league standings to tie their record, as we see Coach Corner. And Neptunas looking to regroup here. There's making their way out onto the floor then, medi Bayreuth. Out there early, crowd on their feet, cheering their team on. They will be in their white uniforms. Neptunas out there in the blue then, and as we are set to get underway in Bayreuth. It is game day 7 of the Basketball Champions League underway. First possession into the hands of Bayreuth. And Neptunas in the man-to-man defense. First possession to this near side. And now they'll try and go into the post with Brooks. Brooks squaring up, backing it down. Well guarded by Oli Savicius. And he can't hit the first shot. As the rebound taken in, and will come the other way into the hands of Lorenzo Williams. Williams in no rush, gets it over to Weaver. Weaver, this perimeter threat. As his pass tipped away into the hands of Savicius, who misses the jumper. And now Stockton trying to find some room, goes to the reverse. Beautiful finish from David Stockton. Well, Coach Corner, you know, he asked for more from his point guards. Didn't believe his guard play was good enough at the start of this season. But he's seen David Stockton improving week by week, really. Mentioned the big game he had domestically this past weekend as well. There's now Neptunas in that low post. Physical battle down there. As Gordikas trying to find some room. His little jump hook comes up short. Rebound taken in by Adonis Thomas. He'll love that battle. And now Stockton for 3. Comes up short. We're going the other way. Savicius. Now a 3 from Weaver. Does he get the friendly roll? No. And it's taken away. Stockton everywhere. Pushes it down the floor. What a pass from Stockton. But Martin couldn't handle it. Bayreuth moving it on. Give it now to Martin in that low block. Here's Stockton once more. And Martin is fouled. I like the way they moved the ball there. Medi Bayreuth in and out game. Unselfish play as Gordikas picks up the foul. There you see Martin give it out. Repost a little bit deeper. Got them feet in the lane knowing that he was going to have the pass coming from Stockton. There's the finish on the pretty reverse from Stockton. Now here he is once more with the ball, trying to find some room. Just 3 on the clock. He's got to fire it up. Comes up short. Rebound taken in by Neptunas. They come the other way. Weaver gives it over to Kislis. As Weaver then finds some room at the ring. Not sure how he managed to get through the defense, but 2 points for him. Neptunas Klaipeda off the mark now. Robertson throws it high. Good take in from Martin. He's got to finish now. And he does. So tough take from Martin. Coach Corner looks on. Now, low post once more. Gordikas spins away from his man, but look at the presence until somehow he manages to get the room. I was just about to say, Hassan Martin does an excellent defensive job. Doesn't give up any position, but Gordikas just somehow wriggled free with some great footwork. Robertson fires a 3, too strong. Martin at this end now. Brooks trying to find some room. They'll have to pull it out, 7 on the clock. Thomas pulls up. He comes up short. Both teams struggling from on the 3-point line. Neptunas looking to run. Open floor, early 3. Doesn't get the touch from Williams. Foul is called. It looks like it's going to go against Medi Bayreuth. And it is against Adonis Thomas. Discussion going on the sideline. Coach Mac Svitus just being told to keep his assistants on the floor. As Islis is fouled, I believe. Yeah, goes against Damon Brooks. Yeah. First substitution, Jedi Grant onto the floor. They see him lining up for the rebound. Second is good as well. Quickly the other way, great touch around the ring from Martin. Beautiful soft touch from him. Williams now waits. Neptunas trying to get organised. Williams is going to have to try and make something happen here. Picks up his dribble. Good defense from Bayreuth. The shot put down to 6, and then that's a poor foul. Robertson doesn't like the call right in front of the official, though. Shot clock had got down to 5. Here's Stockton with a little no-look pass. Still left some work to do for Martin. Soft touch from him. So Weaver at the line. It was a smart offensive play by Weaver. Clock was winding down. He didn't really have a lot on. He just drew the foul. He was just hoping to get to the line. That's exactly what happened, and he'll bury them both. 4 points for him. Yes, Neptunas take the lead, 7-6. Early stages here. Thomas goes to the inside. Now the kick out for Robertson is good. Corner 3, delight of the crowd. Good pass from Martin. Found him in the corner. Savicius couldn't finish. Putback doesn't go for Grant. Here comes Bayreuth the other way. Getting up high is Martin. Oh, Hassan Martin doing everything early stages. Runs the floor hard. Good find as well. Hit him in stride. Bayreuth now have 4-point lead. Quick turnaround there as Williams goes through the gears. Tries to find Grant on the roll. He'd drawn 2 defenders towards him. Williams. Look at this break. Starts with Robertson. Perfect pass to Martin. And an easy finish in the end for a guy with his athleticism. Masulis, some room, finishes around the basket. Quick entry for him, been a revelation. Both Basketball Champions League and domestically. Young guy Masulis played under 20 national team for Lithuania last year. Robertson drives in, draws a foul, gets the finish. Great play, Cassius Robertson. Strong drive from him, and the confidence after just making that 3. Look at that, just too quick for Weaver. Weaver says he was straight up, but talk about the smartness at the opposite end of Weaver to draw the foul. This time he was played the other way. As Paulius Dambrowskis comes in for first action for Klaipeda. Lorenzo Williams, 6 down. Here he is, Dambrowskis. He's going to see a little bit of pressure up the floor. Advances it easily to Masulis. Zone from Bayreuth. It's going to be an offensive foul. So, Limonas Kisilus, judge to just swing that elbow in the face of Stockton. Yeah, he just came down on him, didn't he? Offensive foul. Gives it back again. To Bayreuth. A 5-point lead here. Brooks. Hands it back to Stockton. Stockton waiting. Trying to make something happen off this high screen. Finds his man in the corner. Great kick out. Robertson again. Can't get it to go, but look at the tip-in from Martin. Well, Martin and Robertson, what a first quarter for those two. They've got 14 of the 16 for Bayreuth. And an excellent first quarter for the German team here. Grant hangs in the air, can't get a finish. Rebound for Robertson. Again, Thomas this time ahead of everyone. Slams it home. Bayreuth fired out. Fans are fired up. And it's going to be an early timeout here for Neptunas, just to try and take the crowd out of this one. After a 7-6 lead for Neptunas, it is now an 18-9 medi Bayreuth lead. An impressive 12-2 run for the German team. Look at that, the difference. Taken 5 more shots.
Towards you, all right? No more file 4 now against Weaver. 1-on-1 defense, no file 4. Stay down in the post, get your hand up, make them finish over the top. You gotta stay down and stomp in more aggressively. Yeah, when they take the dribble, stomp in aggressively. Get a hand on the ball. Get up running on the other end. We're in 50 defense now. Let's go, fellas. I don't know.
Look at that for a tip-in for Martin. And then Thomas getting out ahead of everyone. Fast break has been fruitful for Bayreuth. They've got 2 dunks in transition. That little push shot from Martin in the lane as well. He has had a great start here. Martin leads the way, 8 points personal, 3 rebounds and an assist in there as well. Excellent play from him has helped his team to this 9-point lead in the first quarter. Dambrauskas brings it down, gives it over to Gislis. Now Dambrauskas got some size in that low post. Trying to post up, gets deep, has to kick it out. Gislis wide open, and string music from him as he hits the bottom of the net. Horvat has the ball, pulls the play. Gives it to Thomas. Thomas to Brooks. Brooks gives it over to Horvat. Horvat to Brooks once more. A lot of ball movement. Shot clock getting low. Gregor Horvat for 3. Doesn't go. And it bounces out in favor of Neptunas. Dambrauskas puts it down against the pressure of Bastian Doret, captain of this medi Bayreuth team, the number 10. Machulis is going to turn it over. Luckily, Horvat lost the ball. But a backcourt violation. Great D from Horvat. Everybody looking around. Nobody knows where it's gone. Eventually, Machulis picks it up. And there'll be a backcourt violation against Masulis. So Bayreuth possession after the lead has been cut to 6. Horvat. Wanted to go to the inside. To the hands of Martin. They get it there, but not quickly enough. Shot clock violation. Possession back from Neptunas. It's been a good response from them since that timeout. Quick little run. Established themselves defensively much better in these last few possessions. Now, Dambrauskas sees a double team. Horvat decides against it. Low post once again for Dambrauskas. He is fouled, put back by Grant, will be waved away. Doret wondered where the foul was. His first. Just too much body, I think, rather than on the arm. He's still asking. So it'll be 2 shots for Dambrauskas. Substitutions coming in, you see. Andreas Seifert. There's Claudius Dambrauskas at the line, searching for his first point of the night. Short from him, 26-year-old point guard. He's only averaging 1 point per game. It's the second to go, makes it a 5-point game now. Back, comes to collect it. They want to go to the inside to Seifert. Defense takes it away. Now they switch. So it's low post with Brooks where the advantage is. They're not going to get it there. Ovat's got to step through. Fails to hit on the 3. Neptunas again, another great defensive possession. Sulis is fouled, and it'll be 2 shots. Substitution. We'll see Zugas Slavinskas come in. Rovat looking on, and it's Gislas who goes out. So now 2 players that represented Lithuania's under-20 national team this past summer on the floor for Neptunas in Masulis, who's at the line, and Slavinskas, who just stepped foot on the floor. There'll be players at corner. Coach Corner from Bayreuth knows well. Championship took place in Germany. Raul Corner was there in attendance every day, watching the action as it happened. You would have seen those 2 play. Know the threat that they possess. Masulis especially had a fine tournament for Lithuania. As now, last minute of this first quarter. Seifert trying to post up against Grant. Low shot clock again for Bayreuth. He misses, and the putback doesn't go for Rovat. He's trying to find some room. Gets it to Seifert, who 3rd attempt manages to put it home for Bayreuth. Drag screen. It's into the hands now of Dambrauskas. Double team comes on Masulis. He's trying to find. Slavinskas turns it over. 3-on-1. Easy finish for Damon Brooks. It's that transition again that's been the difference. Neptunas will probably hold this one for the final shot. No difference between shot and game clock. I don't think it's going to make much choice though. It's a lovely little curl. Gets it into the hands of Masulis. He can't finish. A lot of time left here. Still 5 seconds. They do it in transition. Behind the back. Damon Brooks slams it home. What a first quarter for medi Bayreuth. We said the transition play is the difference for the German team, as they have been able to get out in the open floor, and they have a 24-15 lead at the end of the first quarter. It's going to be a frustrating start for Neptunas. They got themselves down, they fought hard, especially on the defensive end to get themselves back into the game. But look at the difference. You know, they've taken 7 shots in comparison to 13 for Neptunas from the field. And just the way that Bayreuth have been able to get out into the open floor, the difference in my mind here. That high tempo offense really did work well. An impressive start for Hassan Martin. 8 points and 3 rebounds. Robertson had 6 as well, but then they got, you know, some good bench production coming in for Seifert, especially. And then also Brooks got going, 4 points late on in that quarter for Klaipeda. Really, it's Weaver, Gislas and Masulis, the only people to really trouble the scorers. They got 4 apiece, those 3 to make them 12 of the 15. But you see the clips from this first 10 minutes here, a lot of it in the open floor, a lot of it before Neptunas can get back. I'm sure that will be something that was talked about in the timeout for Kazius Maxvitas. You see the little finish to the first quarter, the behind-the-back pass. And now, quickly the other way. Not the start. And then Neptunas wanted is a wide-open shot. Goes for Bayreuth, and they have 2 more. The steal from Dore on the inbounds pass. You can see what coaching staff think about it for Neptunas. Nick Rabio gets his first 2 of the game. Possession brought in from Neptunas. This time they do safely get it into the hands of Weaver, but he's going to turn it over. A little smile from him. Not the start to the second quarter that Neptunas were looking for here. Back-to-back turnovers. Low post play now. Sifa hands it off as the jumper doesn't go for Bayreuth. Doret just too strong. Now the quick pull up the other way. Neptunas again. Tough pass. Both teams struggling here. Fight under the boards and a foul. It's going to go against Doret, who doesn't like the call again. So it's like foul goes against Doret. A lot of action going on that sideline over there. So it's a technical foul has been called against Svitus. I know that much. Just waiting for the clarification as Coach Corner looks on. Looking smooth as all the way, so we'll love this. So it appears that the foul did go against Doret. It was drawn by Jerry Grant. And then a technical was called against Coach Max Svitus. So this free throw from Damon Brooks is for the technical. He makes that. Now we'll go to the opposite end of the floor. And I think it's going to be Neptunas' ball. So there's the confirmation of the technical. And yes, it is Neptunas' ball after the foul against Doret. Low post now for Grant, trying to find some room. It's fouled. No, traveled. Thought it was a foul on the way up, and instead scored as a travel. A few words being had between coach and player. See if this can get Neptunas fired up as a 3. Rabio, well, what an introduction he's been. 5 points in a minute and a half. 15-point lead here for medi Bayreuth. What a first half this has been. We've still got a long way to go yet. Williams gets to the ring. He is fouled. Seifert believes he got the ball. I'm not so sure about that. Let's have another look. There's Williams on the penetration. Now, not too much contact, but it is a foul. Williams at the line, searching for his first point of the night. Comes in averaging 7 points, 5 assists per game. And he is good. So Aravio waits. Nearly taken away from Rovat. Neptunas bringing a little bit more pressure defensively. It's been this end of the floor that they've had their woes. Penetration, it's flipped up and it's good. What a finish from Rovat. like he was just trying to get it up to the ring, see if his man could get the offensive rebound. But it went as Grant takes the jump up and he knocks it down. So Jerai Grant, little shake of the head. Smooth jump shot from him though. Nothing but the bottom of the net. It's now Rabiot waiting. Screen comes from Sifa. Rabiot picks it up, finds his big man. He'll face up against Grant. Now a turn. 2 feet, he's deep in the lane. Misses as he looks towards the official for a foul. He's not going to get it. And Kaitis on this near side. He hasn't had a touch yet as the low post play sees 2 points to Osvaldas Olisevicius. Once more, Hrovat on the inside. He can't finish, he wants a foul. Probably travelled before he was fouled, as now Weaver is called for the travel. For pulls that smile again. Gregor Hrovat pulls for the foul. Foul on the other end, he doesn't get it. It's the travel as Stockton comes back into the game. For Bayreuth, what an opportunity this is with the starters starting to come back now for Bayreuth. Stockton kicks it. Now the inside pass, wide open. Sifa. It's all about the pass. I think it was Meisner that fed the inside though. Williams. They're taking these quick shots, which is all well and good, Neptunas, if you're able to make them. But if you shoot quickly against Bayreuth, the way they've been scoring in transition, you're just inviting them to run in the opposite direction against you. Gislis is going to come back in. Thomas Stenlanikaitis, 0 for 1. It's barely taken a shot for his team in his period there. He averages 17 a game. We said he's usually shooting nearly 6 threes a game at 60%. Taking 6 threes. But hasn't had any opportunity here tonight. Stockton, back to Rabiot. Already made one from that exact spot. Now the defense switches. He just dances past his man. Can't finish. Rebound. Goes the other way. Oh, good little touch pass. Finds Goldikas on the inside and he'll get the score. A rare opportunity to run for Neptunas.
Very important that we don't let them run. We got to set up safety stopper. We got to slow them down. Stay physical. They have problems with physicality. We got to stay physical. 1, 2, 3 is going to be fire 4 again. 1, 2, 3, fire 4. No fire 4, no fire 4. Work around. You got to play him tall. All right, and big.
Mützen, Handschuhe, Schals, Decken, Wärmflaschen im medi Bayreuth sein. 8. Dezember beim Heimspiel gegen den mitteldeutschen BC. Alle Straßartikel für den Winter. Die Hälfte, 8.12. Hier in Dankeschön für die Unterstützung. Neuer Partner von mir.
Back to action, medi Bayreuth out on the floor early as they await Neptunas. They've regrouped a little in this last couple of minutes. It's still an 11-point lead though, 34-23. The largest lead was 15 in favour of Bayreuth. It's deflected before it got into the hands of Hassan Martin, who's back on the floor. What a first quarter he had. 4 of 4 from the field, 8 points, 3 rebounds. Gordikus apologises to him. Not sure why. Robertson, he also had a great first quarter. He's back now. Stockton pulls up, fires the three. Shot clock was getting low. Look at the rebound from Martin. Now he's got the mismatch around the ring. 5 of 5. Hassan Martin dominating the inside here. First man into double digits. Low post for Neptunas. Double team comes. Extra pass. Sees Gisselis wide open. Can't hit it though. And Bayreuth has done a great job rebounding the ball both ways. Stockton runs into traffic and is called for the charge. Good work from Weaver. Took the contact. Here we see it's a good feed from Stockton, but an even better finish from Martin. Second assist of the game. Hassan Martin, just that power and athleticism been too much for the front line of Neptunas so far. As Grant shows his athleticism. Stockton eventually comes to collect it. Waits for Martin to screen, he rolls. Oh, good drive, Ravio kicks it out. He was pulled back, passed it out, so it'll be end-line possession, foul against Limanus. Gisselis. Thomas coming back in. High five from Coach Corner. For Ravio as he goes out. Stockton blows past his man, gets into the lane, finds Robertson, he couldn't shoot it, takes it now off a jab step, and Martin there once again nearly had the rebound. He's frustrated. Let's see, Weaver, little shovel pass down, finds Grant, knew the double team was coming. Good awareness from him. More, they're going to try and go to Weaver. No, instead they find Grant and he finishes plus the foul. Well, the play was for Weaver, but great recognition on the pass from Gisselis. He knew that the defense had turned their attentions to Weaver coming towards the ball, threw the ball over the top for Jerai Grant, who was fouled as he scored. Grant came off the bench. 6 points personal. Gets the roll to make it 7 and makes it an 8-point game. There's Thomas. It's Martin. He'll try and isolate. Takes the jumper, is good. Beautiful one-on-one play from Adonis Thomas. Tough matchup for Lamonis Gisselis. Once more, they'll look towards Weaver in the post. He is free this time, and he will finish. A deliberate play, powering it to the inside with that matchup. 6 points for Weaver. Stockton waits for the screen. Pulls up, fires the jumper, it's good. Well, it looked like he had lost the ball. Worked in his way though. As the defense went to try and steal it, Stockton just picked it up and made a move from the loose ball. Williams feeds the inside. Weaver kicks it. They'll move the ball, but it only gets into the hands of Masulis, who is fouled. Igaitis Masulis. That's the previous possession. Weaver getting it around the ring, and then Stockton in nearly had it taken away. Makes the jump shot. Vitus Masulis then. 4 points for him. So strong first year for him in senior basketball, really. He's on loan from Žalgiris. 9 points, 4 rebounds for him. He's 20 years of age. Masulis. Can't hit that one. It's the rebound into the hands of Neptunas, though. They'll get another possession here. What a great offense this may be. As Hassan Martin snatches it. And denies any opportunity for Neptunas then. Stockton looking. Finds Robertson. They'll space the floor once more. As Robertson finds Martin, who turns and fires and makes it. Well, Hassan Martin has his birthday tomorrow. He's turning 23. He is not looking like a 22-year-old right now. Grant gets a score the other way, but Hassan Martin, the day before his birthday, is dominating this game on the inside. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 6 of 6 he is. Jariah Grant has 9 going the other way. As Stockton just lays it up. No one wanted to leave Martin. Left Stockton wide open. He moves to 6. The lead, double digits once again. Grant, another jumper. Oh, that's his range, isn't it? Jariah Grant, he goes into 11. Seen him hit 2 of those jumpers on his way to 5 for 6. Martin rolls, wide open. And once again, Hassan Martin just lays it up, simple as you like. Grant. This time Martin gets a bit closer. This is the battle of the game right here. Grant turns and fires over Martin. Can't get it. Thomas snatches it in. Here comes Stockton. Martin once more. This time unselfish. Finds Thomas for a 3. But he doesn't get it. Selfish play from Martin. You almost expect him to take the shot. He's a perfect 7 of 7. But he kicked it out to the better shot. This one just didn't fall for Thomas. Williams gets it. Not sure if it was a 2 or a 3. Foot may have been on the line. But we'll find that one out as Stockton goes all the way! Lays it up on the buzzer. What a finish from Stockton. He comes up holding his shoulder. His team go to check he's okay. But that shot sees his team head to the locker room with a double-digit lead. It was a 3 from Williams, the 2 the other way from Stockton. Means it is 48 to 38 at the half here. Medi Bayreuth in the lead over Neptunas Klaipeda. Well, some fantastic offensive basketball, really, from both teams. The three-point shooting hasn't been at the best, but, you know, the difference, Medi Bayreuth, just 3 turnovers in that first half. Did an excellent job getting out into the open floor, and they've just been led by a, an all-star performance from Hassan Martin. Well, here you see Stockton, great awareness of the clock. Took a heavy fall into that hoarding afterwards. There's no question he got that way in time. There we see. And now we'll check. Oh, that's a close one. It's given us a 3. I think that is the right call. That's what the officials are checking. See the official right on top of it, gave a 3, and I think it will stay that way. So it will be a 48 to 38 lead at the half for Medi Bayreuth. And really, Hassan Martin, the difference in the game here. 14 points, 7 of 7 from the floor, 5 rebounds, an efficiency of 20. Take him out, and it's a pretty even encounter. He has done a bit of everything for his team. So overshadowed a very impressive performance actually from David Stockton. 8 points, 3 assists from him as well. And then Cassius Robertson, who has 6 himself. The other way, Jari Grant in his matchup with Hassan Martin has come off second best, but 11 points for him. 5 of 7 from the field as the only man into double digits for Neptunas. So we're going to take a break. An entertaining first half. Make sure you go nowhere. Stay with us for the second half as medi Bayreuth take on Neptunas Klaipeda coming up in about 10 minutes time. Welcome back. It is half-time here in Bayreuth. As the medi Bayreuth have a 10-point lead over Neptunas Klaipeda, 48-38 at the half. An impressive first half of action. The man who celebrates his 23rd birthday tomorrow, Hassan Martin. Forward from Bayreuth, 14 points, 7 of 7 from the field, 5 rebounds for an efficiency of 20 in that first half. And it was an impressive Bayreuth performance, 48 points for them in that first half. It is a team which struggled to score really in the first few games of the Basketball Champions League. They only hit 80 points once in their first 6 games of the season. That was the blowout victory, 6-point win over Ostend in game day 5. Last week they had 76, and on game day 1 they had 70. But they've been traditionally a low-scoring team. What a difference this has been here tonight, though. We said they did score 113 points on the weekend in the Bundesliga as they got the win over Bremerhaven. And they seem to have brought some of that form over to the Basketball Champions League here tonight. So for Neptunas, it's almost about holding on in the first half. They went down early, re-established themselves, then went down again. Second quarter, the lead got up to 15 at one stage before they kind of regrouped behind some strong play of Jedi Grant, who has 11 points. And we'll see how it goes here in this second half. First possession for Bayreuth. They're out there with their 5 of Martin, Brooks, Stockton, Thomas, who lays it up, and Robertson. Good start for Bayreuth. And then Klaipeda, who have Grant, Kiselis, Weaver, Williams, and Olisavicius. Here is Jedi Grant, good kick out. Williams can't hit the 3 though. Both teams struggled from beyond the 3-point line. Kind of the big weakness really on either team. 2 of 12 for Bayreuth, 2 of 8 for Neptunas in that first half. There's Brooks, takes the 3, and both teams open this second half struggling from beyond the 3-point line. Williams trying to find some room. Double team comes. And he looks for Grant, but it's taken away. Here comes Stockton. Stockton sent the pass, thinking Thomas was going to cut, and he stopped. Just a miscommunication between Thomas and Robertson, really. They kind of got in each other's way on the cut. They both paused, thinking the other person was going to carry on going. Weaver. Into the hands of Grant. And now Williams. Williams steps back, shoots the 3. Another miss, but the offensive rebound also missed. And then Thomas tipped the rebound. It goes to Robertson. He sells a little inside out, slices in, can't finish, but who else is there but Damon Brooks? So even on a miss, medi Bayreuth making plays. Brooks follows up. 7 points for him. Grant trying to force his way closer to the ring, kicks it out. The 3 doesn't go. Still lid on the basket for 3 for both teams as Thomas goes inside to Hassan Martin. And Hassan Martin looks like he's not going to miss at all here tonight. Another 2 for him, and an early timeout for Neptunas after having the 10-point lead at the half. And a 6-0 start for Bayreuth. Sees them open up the lead to the largest it's been here. 48 plays 54.
Get the ball foul. Let's go. From one rotate. From this side. Go here, second. Attack, pick and pop. If they switch, we go in.
The frustrating evening continues for Neptunas. They even plays where they get the opposition to miss. They give up the offensive rebound, and they've just found no way to stop Hassan Martin. He scored in the post, he scored on the roll, he scored in transition. Very impressive performance for him. Neptunas fans trying their hardest. Still in fine voice despite this 16-point lead now. Weaver trying to find some room. He has Grant on the roll, but can't take in the pass. Another turnover. Thomas takes the three, and now even the threes are dropping for Bayreuth. Donis Thomas, 9 personal now for him. Just gets worse by the second for Neptunas. Lead now 19. They go to this same play, posting up Weaver. The double team's going to come this time though. Weaver finds Williams, but it wasn't clean. And now, quick hands again. But it's rejected, only to be fouled. Hassan Martin. He's done it offensively. He was known as a defensive player at college. The ball eventually got into the hands of Jeriah Grant. He tried to dunk it home. Martin came across, wiped it away. The contact was on the body. I'm saying, you know, Hassan Martin came into his pro career known as a defensive player, really. Twice named the Atlantic 10 Defensive Player of the Year after spending 4 years at the University of Rhode Island. He played last season in Japan, where he was one of the leading scorers for the Ruku Golden Kings. Now, his first year in Europe. And the other way, Thomas has made one, make it two, back-to-back threes for Adonis Thomas. Well, you can see how they had 113 points on the weekend, can't you? When their offense is rolling, they are very difficult to slow down. Graham trying to find someone open. He's just got no one, so he'll take the jump shot, but you know, the defense has adjusted after that first half. Stockton flips it, and finally Hassan Martin misses, but he was fouled, so he'll go to the line. It's the only way to make him miss. So Grant goes out. At the line, Hassan Martin. Makes it. 17 points, 7 rebounds for Martin. He's only played 17 minutes. Very impressive for him. He started off the season pretty well for medi Bayreuth, but you know, 11.5 points a game, 6 rebounds, shows you what a game he's having. Exceeded both of those totals already with 16 minutes left in this one. Nebrauskas gets into the lane, kicks it out. Thomas Delanikaitis can't hit the run-up. She's not giving any room for that three-point shot. Offensive rebounds did go to Gordikas. He'll try and get deep. Can't finish, though, against Damon Brooks. 2 players from Bayreuth couldn't snatch in the rebound. First time we see Coach Corner look frustrated as Thomas Delanikaitis finds that room. We said he's a dangerous three-point shooter, to be gentle about it. You know, really is an elite shot maker from beyond the three-point line. First time he's had that opportunity. the score goes the other way. Jumper. This one doesn't go. Kind of got stopped. Thomas isn't. Well, the ball didn't get stuck, so it got stuck. The referee blew his whistle, which would mean it's a jump ball. Go to the possession arrow, but then it drops out. So rebound taken away from Thomas, and it's actually going to be possession with Neptunas as well. So referee apologises. I think to Coach Corner, because he's given an extra possession for Neptunas, and they make the shot. And it's that man once again, Thomas Delaninkaitis. He averages 16 a game. He's the leading scorer for Neptunas by average coming into this one through these first 6 games. Just locked out in that first half. Didn't get a clean look whatsoever. Stockton finds Thomas. Pulls up on the foul line. Makes it. Good finish from Thomas. He's rolling in his second half. Nabrowskis cuts off by Thomas. And then he throws a ball pass to Stockton, who saves it, but only into the hands of Gordikus, who is fouled. And there'll be 2 shots. Well, David Stockton worked so hard to save the ball. Looked like he had found his man. Look, he got the steal. Thought he was thrown into Hassan Martin, but it ended up in the hands of Simas Gordikus. And he will get 2 shots. To the inside, good catch and finish from Seifert. It's a good pass from Thomas. We're going to have a timeout here because medi Bayreuth just rolling offensively. Second timeout already for Neptunas.
Klassenaktion von medi Bayreuth und viele Vereine, auch Fußballvereine, sind diesem Aufruf gefolgt und tun es immer noch. Und heute sind einige Vereine hier in der Halle. Dankeschön fürs Kommen und für die Unterstützung unserer Jungs, unserer Burschen. Aber ein Verein ist mit über 80 Vereinsmitgliedern heute hier in der Halle. Über 80. Und den begrüßen wir ganz herzlich. Ihr seht schon auf dem Überfüllt. Wir begrüßen ganz herzlich den SV Simon Rold. Wo seid ihr? Blocki! Schön, dass ihr da seid. Danke! Der SV Simon Rold. Die Simon Mädels und Simons. Im dritten Viertel. Deutsche Liga ist es Wahnsinn. 22 Punkte Vorsprung für unsere Jungs, die nötig bleiben und die uns weiter pushen. Weitermachen, kommt!
Pull up, Delaninkaitis comes up short. Stockton off to the races. Bayreuth have to pull it out. Stockton takes the tough one. Great work on the offensive glass for Brooks. He finds some room before he is fouled. Brooks makes from the line as Dambrauskas comes the other way. Foul is called, away from the ball. Nice feed to the inside. Gordikas gets the finish. Jump up, doesn't go. It's great find and finish from Gordikas. Slavinskas reverses it around. Dylan Kaitis trying to find some room. Look at the defensive throwback. Even with that great D, he still can't stop the shot. Going for Thomas Delinkaitis. They made him work so hard. Doret faced the anger from coach Max Vitas earlier in the first half. Low post. And two more for Sifa. He has 8. Neptunas can't keep trading. They've got to get stops on their defensive end to have any way of coming back here. They've got Delinkaitis rolling now. He's going to have a clean look for 3. Doesn't miss that. But you can see they'll ride the back of him offensively, but somehow they've got to get these stops on the defensive end. Good start there from Dambrauskas to break up the play in the backcourt. Thomas comes off the screen. Finds the open man, good kick out, Doret for 3. Doesn't, or does he get the roll? It drops eventually. Is that a 3 or did Seifert get the last touch? Looks like it's going to be given as a 3. No touch needed. Slavinskas for 3. He can't get it to go. And they come the other way. We said the three-point shooting was a struggle for Bayreuth in the first half. They've adjusted that here in the second. What a third quarter this has been. Novak trying to find some room. Will step back, takes another one. And right on cue, that three-point shooting. 2 of 12 they were at the end of the half. And now they've moved to 6 of 18. So you can see they are 4 of 6. In the third quarter alone. 30 points here for medi Bayreuth. Weaver comes in. Let's have a look. Well, he didn't touch the ball, did he? Sifa did get the ring though. Kaitis makes it. He really has given them some offensive firepower here. 12 points now, all from the third quarter. And still his team trail 78 to 55. Now they're going to get still. Delinkaitis again. 2 more. Sort of one-man crusade offensively, Thomas Delinkaitis. As Doret breaks the pressure, gets it safely across the half. Now he'll hold. Jump up. Doesn't go. And the other way. Denon Kaitis trying to find that room, guarded by Thomas. Weaver. Williams back to Weaver. No one really taking responsibility here. As Masulis comes to ball screen. Weaver. Just standing, looking, waiting. 3 seconds on the clock. Grant has to put it on the floor. Gets in and finishes it. Well, a strong finish to the quarter for Neptunas, but in a game they're trailing. They've given up 30 points in the third quarter. Medi Bayreuth just exploded. And they've scored 78 points now in this game, an 18-point lead. The three-point shooting was the disappointing area for Bayreuth. At the half, not so much in the now at the end of three. Well, we started with energy plays like that from Damon Brooks, and then it was the turn of Hassan Martin and the Thomas as well. Thomas has gone almost quietly behind Hassan Martin, who has 18. Thomas has 16 of his own. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, as he's 7 of 9 from the field. Bayreuth shooting an impressive 60% from the field overall, 75% from the field, from 2-point range, sorry. They're a perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw line as well. 18 assists and 5 turnovers for them. I mean, it really has been a turnaround for Medi Bayreuth. Coach Corner has to take the credit for that. Now, this is a team, through their first 3 games, they had 70. Besiktas had 63 away against Strasbourg, 70 against Prometheus, and then 67 against Bologna in their first 4 games. You know, they couldn't get over that 70-point barrier. And now look at them. They have 78 going into the fourth quarter. Really have started to find that offensive rhythm. We're underway in the fourth quarter then. Dore to the far wing. And the jumper is good for Damon Brooks. Percentage goes even higher as Brooks now gets into double digits. A lot of pressure on the ball. A kick violation. Over, pounding the ball handler there. Yes. Belauskas just trying to find some room. What an introduction to the game it was for him. Kick out for 3, Williams. Another miss from beyond the 3-point line for Neptunas. 5 of 17 now for them. As Brooks squares up. Scored on the last possession. Now the low-look pass as Grant wipes it away. Masulis looking to push, kicks ahead. Open 3, but it doesn't drop for Belikauskis. An offensive rebound. Williams draws the foul. Nice move from Brooks, a beautiful no-look feed, but defensive rotation on the point for Jerai Grant. He gets it up high. Throwback goes out for Bayreuth. Ravio comes back in. As the jumper is good for Klaipeda. It is Belauskas. And his first points of the night. Here's Thomas. Isolated at the top. He likes that little step back. And that is why. Adonis Thomas, he moves to 18. Williams Attacks towards the baseline, defense switches. Brooks to Grant, that's his jumper. He's too strong this time. Ravio grabs in the rebound. Ravio, in the hands of Brooks. Brooks spins, finds some room, finishes it off. Oh, just too easy, really. Brooks gets to the baseline, spins, finds himself right at the front of the ring. 13 now for him. Williams is fouled by Dorek. Another foul. Again, it's Dorek. So he looks to the bench, immediately wanders over. That is his 4th personal. Stockton comes back on. Now his chance to guard Williams. Williams into the lane. Finds Grant, who flushes it home. Chirai Grant found some room off a good pass from Williams. 5th assist of the night for Williams. Brooks fakes the handoff, puts it on the floor, and a foul is called. Brooks again, get into that strong left hand. He's well cut off this time by Grant. Stockton pulls up, steps through, has it rejected by Masoulis. Shot clock still going, but it's tipped ahead. Malauskis gets there, finds Masoulis. Masoulis sells a little fake, and we'll get to the line. That's what he does so well. Gaitis Masoulis sells that little fake, gets in and around the basket, gets himself to the line a lot. He's an excellent offensive rebounder as well. Gaitis Masoulis, 5 points on the night. Makes his first. And the second as well. Well, they are cutting into this lead now. Neptunas, but it's just taking too long at this moment in time. Stockton uses the high screen. Oh, beautiful little flip pass. One more, finds Thomas, wide open. Oh, that's great team basketball, isn't it? Seifert had the open shot. Thomas had the hot hand. He makes it 9 of 11 now for Adonis Thomas, 21 points. You can see it there. His 2 misses coming from beyond the 3-point line. He's made his last 3. As he goes out of bounds. Grant asking him to check the monitor. It goes to Bayreuth. Stockton. Thomas once again. Go now into the low post as Ravio comes high. Seifert rolls on the screen. Ravio looking around, trying to find some room. Falls to the floor, has it rejected by Grant. Shot clock goes. Possession back to Neptunas. Williams waiting. Stockton gets close, trying to get over the top of the screen. Just too close though. You can see the plaster on the shoulder. That cut was created by the fall he had under this basket right at the end of the first half. scored on the buzzer, Stockton, or with less than a second left, to give his team that 10-point lead going into the halftime break. He picks up his third. Remember, Dere is already on the bench with 4. There's plenty of times left, though. Williams makes the first. Second is good. Williams moves to 8 points personal. Dylan Nkaitis comes back in. What a third quarter he had. 15 points, 5 of 8 from the field. All of his points coming in that third quarter. There's a turnover. Masulis starts off the break. Now he's got to pick it up. Into the hands of Walowskis, who caused the turnover. He'll use the screen. Finds Masulis. Masulis takes the contact, can't finish. Fight for the rebound. And Damon Brooks comes in to clean it up for Bayreuth. Pull up for Stockton is good. Wide open. David Stockton moves to 10 personal. Now look at his attention into Dylan Nkaitis. He's double teamed. Finds Grant wide open. Grant goes up high. It's fouled by Brooks. Brooks sacrifices the personal. Brooks will go out. The Neptunas fans stand with the clap going for their team. Gerard Grant at the line. Makes the first. Grant's had a strong game. 18 points. Look at 19 there. Still, his lead 18 points. They'll come with pressure. Neptunas try and chase the game here. Stockton. Dribbles out though. This pass is deflected, but it'll safely be possession for Bayreuth. Thomas to bring it in. Eventually finds Stockton. Goes along the baseline. Masulis is guarding him on the switch. Forces him towards the baseline where he knows he's going to get some help. Stockton steps back, finds a lot of room, comes up short though. Masulis ahead of everybody. Weaver, will he go to him? No, he'll take a 3. Tough shot from Weaver. Rebound off Hassan Martin last. So Martin has come back into the game. Tips it out. Walowskis looking on as Throwback comes back in. Grant. It's going to be whistled for a backcourt violation. Just going in the wrong direction. Pass came along to him. He just started to travel forward. Couldn't turn quick enough. Gives it back to Bayreuth. Type of turnover you don't want to have. There was such a small bit of hope. Can't have mistakes like that. As Bayreuth themselves struggle to get inbounds. Now they organise a bit better. Stockton this time. Collects it safely. Martin rolls. Wide open man on the far side. However, can't make the 3. Tunis with Dylan Nkaitis. To Grant. Grant looking for Masulis. They can't get it into him. He's well guarded. Eventually Masulis finds the room, spins, as it just snatched away from him. by Hassan Martin. Martin and Grant. And a little word. Martin just walks away. Pressure up the floor from Neptunas. Stockton. It's one-on-one coverage, so gets it down without problem against Belauskas. Now he'll use this high screen. It's the shot clock under 10. Now they'll look to attack. Rovat fouled. And Kaitis says it was on the floor before the act of shooting. Referees are going to discuss this one. See if it's an unsportsmanlike foul, I think. No, they'll give 2 shots here. So it was after he picked the ball up, the foul. So Gregor Horvat will be at the line to shoot 2. There's the foul. That's a tough one to judge. So, 2 shots for Horvat. He'll be at the line. First is good. Just 3 minutes left. Goes 2 of 2. 89 plays 71. Kaitis as it tipped away. And nice play from Horvat. Tried to throw the pass though, but it wasn't needed. Kaitis wants the foul. Horvat, the open layup, tried to get cute with it. Throw it back to Martin, should have just laid it up. He's lucky to keep possession, and he'll make up for the mistake here by finishing it off on the out-of-bounds play. 20-point game. Belauskas waits for the screen from Masulis. Goes the other way, Masulis rolls, takes it in. A little running hook from him. Ball rolls clear. Martin grabs the rebound, bodies flying everywhere. Thomas pulls it out. They're in no hurry. Bayreuth, they have the lead. Time ticking down towards another victory. Lovely backdoor cut and the pass from Stockton finds Horvat. He scores to make himself into double digits now. Belauskas finds Grant and he gets it to go. First time we've seen Grant make that mid-range jump shot in this second half. Come with the pressure. Stockton dribbles away. Now finds Horvat wide open. Horvat, little bounce pass, and 2 more for Bayreuth. First points of the game for Lucas Meisner. Lovely little bounce pass. No look. Excellent movement away from the ball. Rewarded by Meisner. Meisner at the line then. First trip there for him. That's it, 3 points for him. Belauskas drives and finishes the play. Moves to 5. Stockton, no, so experienced. The man, of course, has been around basketball all his life. Father John, one of the top 50 players of all time in the NBA. As David makes a three. 13 points personal, the crowd stand. Which corner wants a sub, he's not going to get it. Quick shot the other way, as an air ball. Now we have the chance to sub as the 100 is up for Bayreuth after the three from Stockton. Thomas goes out to a hug from Coach Corner. Robertson comes back in. Robertson helps out with Stockton, who just pushes him aside now. But now, fight for the ball, good effort from Dambruskas to tip it. Now he'll try and take it in and finish. He can't, and a foul's going to go against Masulis. That's summed up the game for Neptunas, really. Great effort from Dambruskas. He got the defense in play. It turned into a steal. It couldn't finish or turn it into points, though, and then a foul goes against Masulis, just, you know, trying to get the rebound. The effort was there from Masulis, but, you know, just the end product wasn't. He fouls Martin, who takes the trip to the other end now. Chance to take him into 20 points personal. First miss of the night from Hassan Martin from any range. It's still a perfect 8 of 8 from the field. Second is good. Under a minute left. Dambruskas waiting. Moves it over to Balauskas. Balauskas off the screen. Now Masulis for three. Doesn't get it. Rebound taken in by Stockton. Now it's tapped away, and then Stockton does eventually get it. Looks like he might be hurt though. Seems to be okay now. Play continues. Robertson is going to lose it. Just lost the handle on the ball. Goes out in favour of Neptunas. So Stockton, I think, will probably come out here. He does. Check he's okay. Correct comes back in. Dambruskas. Chance for one final score for Neptunas. He'll wait it out. Hold for the final shot. Sulis probably come to screen. No, it's going to be Balauskas instead. The drive and finish is good. Robertson doesn't like the call, as it's a continuation. Balauskas gets the finish. Oh, sorry, Dambruskas gets the finish. Balauskas was the man who faked the screen. And so, Olias Dambruskas at the line. Chance to cap off the night for Neptunas with a score. He does. 6.8 left. His bodies go flying everywhere. Martin and Masulis both fall to the floor. Bayreuth brings it in. One final chance for Bayreuth. He gets it back. 5 on the clock. He's triple teamed. Tries to find somebody. He does. Along the baseline, the score is good for Meisner. Let's check and see if it counts as the coaches shake hands. Either way, an impressive performance for medi Bayreuth. The referees will check the monitor for the one final score, but either way, an impressive performance. For the German team as they take victory here tonight. Oh, looks like the score is good. 104-78. Medi Bayreuth take this one over Neptunas Klaipeda. This is the final play. Deret finds Meisner along the baseline. Well, it's very tight indeed. Let's have another look. There's the pass. I don't think he got it away. Still in the hand for me, so it'll be 102-78. Final score, medi Bayreuth take this one over Neptunas Klaipeda. medi Bayreuth fans. Yes, the high fives as there is the confirmation basket. Did not count. 102-78 the final score. Medi Bayreuth take this one over Neptunas Klaipeda. Incredible shooting game from Bayreuth. 72% for two-point range. They won the rebounding battle as well. Just 9 turnovers for them. It's an impressive offensive performance as I have seen in the Basketball Champions League this season. And for a team like Bayreuth that started off very slowly indeed. Remember, they lost their first 4 games in the Basketball Champions League. Really look to have found their rhythm now in this competition. We saw the scorers there. They were led tonight with some big individual performances. Hassan Martin had 19 points. Adonis Thomas 21. And then also 13 for Stockton, 13 for Brooks, and 11 for Gregor Hovat as well. Now, a host of double-figure scorers for the German team. In the losing effort for Neptunas Klaipeda, Thomas Dylan Kaitis had 15 points, all in that third quarter. Shirai Grant really was the only man who consistently did it for Neptunas. 21 points for him, alongside 2 rebounds. So, victory tonight for Neptunas. For medi Bayreuth, they will now move with the win to 3 wins and 4 losses, the same record as Neptunas, who dropped to the 4 losses. And there'll be wait and see how Besiktas did to see who will be the 4th place team behind that trio of Bologna, Prometheus and Strasbourg, who will sit at the top of Group D. For Neptunas, they will go back home to Lithuania, to Klaipeda next week for the tough battle against unbeaten Bologna. And for Bayreuth, they will be on the road to Besiktas. And a chance for them to make some separation of their chances of making one of the top 4 places in Group D. So, after an entertaining game here, I will say good night. As medi Bayreuth take the victory, their 3rd straight win in the Basketball Champions League. They take this one 102-78 over Neptunas.
Give me an R. Give me an U. Give me super medi. Give me an M. Give me an B. Give me an Danke, Bayreuth.
Siebte Runde.